it's always fun to revisit decks in new formats. And today's deck we're going to be revisiting is Festival Lead. Now, I know Dragapult is popular, and that probably holds the deck back a little bit, but it's still fun to try this deck out. And it's always been a really fun deck to play, and I've also got quite a few requests to try out this deck in the new rotation format. So let's go check out my new Festival Lead deck in action in Pokemon TCG Live. It's definitely one of the funnest decks to play in the format. So welcome back, everybody, to a brand new Pokemon TCG Live video, and today we're going to be trying out Festival Lead in the new format. Now, this deck didn't really lose much with rotation, to be honest with you, and I mean, it's still perfectly fine as a one-prize deck here. Now, of course, like I said, it does have to compete against Dragapult, and that is a bit of an issue for this deck. This deck doesn't have the greatest time into Dragapult. Like, even if we played the Rabsca in the deck, I don't think it would be enough. Mostly, this deck can honestly maybe lead a bit closer to Bad Deck Friday material, but I wanted to try it out because I got a lot of requests to play this deck in this new format regardless. Now, the whole point of the deck, of course, your main attacker, Dipplin's got the ability Festival Lead. When you have the Festival Grounds Stadium card in play, you can actually attack twice. Even if you knock something out, you can still attack the new active Pokemon. You got Do the Wave. That is 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. So you fill up your bench, hit with Do the Wave, does 100 damage. So theoretically, you do 200 damage with the Festival Ground Stadium in play, but we have a lot of damage modifiers in the deck, like Defiance Band. We're going to be behind in prizes a lot of this deck, I feel like, so Defiance Band is really good. Also, the A-Spec being Max Belt also is nice. You can hit even harder. You can one-shot a Zoroark EX with a Max Belt on it, and then they have to promote something else. You get to also smack that, which is pretty funny. But also, Max Belt helps fix math against even thicker Pokemon in the active spot that you cannot really break through and one-shot as easily. And of course, the engine of the deck is really nice. We have that Thwackey with Boom Boom Groove. Once you're in turn, if your active Pokemon has Festival Lead ability, you get to search deck for any card. Really strong ability to help set up your board. Makes it really easy to find pieces you need. This deck is very combo focused. You need evolutions and energy. You need the stadium to always want to, he wants to be in play to do the attack. So it is nice to have Thwackey to find the combo pieces. There's even the new Seaking from the Prismatic Evolution set we get to play in here too. Seaking does have Rapid Draw, which lets you draw 2 cards and does 60 damage. You are a water type, so there can be weird situations where you maybe get to hit for weakness. With Seaking, if you run to something like Flareon on the ladder, the option is there. But it's just a nice backup attacker to have. It's not as strong as Dipplin, but it's not bad to play within the deck regardless. And also the Goldeen is a basic Pokemon with Festival Lead, which is very useful in this deck, because if you don't have another Dipplin in play, and you get a bad hand, you don't have a way to evolve, you can't use Thwackey's ability. That's why it's good to have a Goldeen sometimes in play within this deck, too. And this is a list I've cooked up for today's video. I'm excited to try it out and see what we can do with Festival Lead today. Before we get into the video, though, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking for the main set Journey Together, or you want to get an older set, IRL singles, product, anything like that, get them over at Card Cavern. If you get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code COLOLEF to get yourself a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and up our Card Cavern. Shout out Card Cavern, check them out, use COLOLEF. And also, big shout out to the second sponsor on the channel, TC Evolutions. You want to go check out their website down below, get any of the awesome product they sell there, their dice, damage counters, ability markers, good stuff to use when playing IRL Pokemon TCG Tabletop. Check them out, link will be down below. If you get anything over there, use COLOLEF for a 10% discount on your order. So shout out the two sponsors, link down below, use COLOLEF. And if you want to go sub to my second channel, I'd also greatly appreciate that. My second channel is close to, 23K now? So if you want to go home and reach that goal, make sure to subscribe to it down below. So yeah, once again, here is the full deck list I got. The only Pokemon on the deck are just the Festival Lead cards. You could play the new Lilligant in here. Honestly, you don't really have bench space for it. I find that, you want to just have Thwackeys in play to make your deck consistent, and you want to have backup Dipplins in play, especially in a meta where there are certain cards that can take extra prizes in a single turn. So that's why we're not playing the Lilligant. Lilligant is a cool idea, but I just don't see it fitting very well in this deck. You could play the Rabsca if you really want to. I don't think Rabsca is enough to beat Dragapult, in my opinion, because, they'll literally just Dust Snore it, and then you can't do anything about it. You can try the Rabsca out if you want. I'm just not feeling it in this deck. Now, one thing I'm feeling, however, is a lot of switching cards in the deck. So I'm playing a Surfer, I have 2 copies of Kieran, and I have a Switch. The reason why we're playing a lot of Switch is Thwackey can get stuck in the active very easily. If your opponent goes Trap Thwackey, Itchy Pollen you, it gets a little annoying. You can't move it. It has a 2 retreat cost, which is very annoying. So it is good to have the Switch out. Surfer can draw you cards, which is why I like having it. If you're bricking, sometimes Surfer can keep you in the game. And then there's 2 copies of Kieran, which is a Switch, but also lets you do 30 more damage to your opponent's active EX Pokemon, which is relevant, actually, to help fix math with your Dipplin and your Seaking. So sometimes Kieran can be very good as a multi-use card within the deck. And then I got 1 Morty, and then 4 Iono, just extra draw cards. We could play a Research in here, which wouldn't be terrible. I really liked having Cynthia's Ambition in this deck, but that card unfortunately did rotate. And I got 4 bug catching sets for Poffin to help set up our board. We can't use Artisan in the deck because we have to play 4 Festival Grounds in the deck for the ability. So having the bug catcher set and the Buddy Poffin is fine, the one of Nest Ball. You could play an Ultra Ball, I guess you want to. Can't really fit everything in here that I want, but let's go show off the deck and see what it's all about in action and try Festival Lead in this new format. Okay, we hit End Zoroark. I saw their A-Spec 2 is a Prime Catcher. This matchup's good, right? We hit for weakness. The scary part is the Darmanitan. It can take 2 prizes per KO. So we, at all times, need 3 Applin in play, I think. So I think our board probably wants to be like Applin, Applin. Maybe we want Seaking. Seaking does have weakness, actually, against Darmanitan, which isn't terrible. So that's probably what we want our board to be here. Our turn 1 isn't bad. Got an Applin, a couple Grookeys. Probably have to play the Iono and see what happens. What do we draw? Defiance Band? Yeah. To play the Iono. But we have good weakness in this matchup with our 2 attackers. Let's see what the Iono gives me. Okay. It's not terrible. This is assuming they... I'm not going to attack because they could have a Monkey Dory. This is assuming they don't have a... they don't have the knockout with Darmanitan this turn. Because we have a good hand. We actually have Dipplin double Thwackey. This hand's really good if literally they don't Darmanitan. If we Darmanitan me, this game could just be over unless I top deck like a supporter. We can win the Stadium War too, which is really good. Okay, they got 2 Zoroarks. It's pretty scary. The odds aren't very good, to be honest with you. There's a pretty good chance we do get KO'd here by Darmanitan's attack. Because we Iono'd into no Buddy-Buddy Poffin, which is not good for us. Oh, they're playing Dusknoir too? What? Okay, that's even more annoying, actually. They have Dusknoir in the deck also. That's not good. That's actually really scary. They can Dusclops my Applins. That's not good. Okay, do they have it? Let's see. They got it like that? Okay, they don't, but they have an Iono, which is also really good. Our hand was insane. It actually kind of sucks. Iono might not give me something good. Yeah, it did not give me a good hand at all. This hand sucks. Oh, God. Now they found Prime Catcher. Hopefully they don't got it like that. It was a pretty bad Iono. Oh, that's not good. They're bringing in the Applin. Don't tell me they drew the Darmanitan Prime Catcher off the Iono. Okay, they didn't get it. Nice. We're going to have to Surfer here, unfortunately. That sucks, man. That Iono hand was so bad, bro. That hand was good. We got Iono into nothing. All right, we can maybe kill the Zoroark this turn, though, if we get lucky. See what our top deck's going to be. There we go. Bet. That gives us a chance. So let's Poffin. Get 2 apples out. I guess we'll Poffin for Grookey. I have to play the Super Rod, which I really don't like to do, but I kind of have to thin the deck out. Do I have Counter Catcher here? I mean, I could kill the Darumaka, to be honest with you, which isn't terrible. We can kill the active guaranteed. So I want to see 5 cards, or do I want to see 4 cards? I mean, I would like to get Thwackey online and, like, establish my board a little bit. Okay, I'm down to kill the Darumaka. I'm down for this. We get to draw 5 cards. I just want to find thing. Okay. Bug catching set to the rescue? Oh, my. What do you mean there's no freaking Thwackeys? Okay, that's crazy, bro. Not great. All right, we get to kill the Darumaka. So they can't, at the very least, they can't Darmanitan me here. Could be worse. Can we get a good prize? Okay, there we go. Another chance of Thwackey if they don't Iono me. That's good. Might as well hit them again. They could have a Monkey Dory. It's the only reason I don't want to hit the Reshiram is, like, what if they Monkey Dory me? It actually is kind of relevant now. We didn't attack them early on in the game. Because I could have knocked this out potentially for a 2-prize turn. It's kind of funny, actually, how that worked out. Triple Zoroark, Poffin. Pretty good. All right, well, they need to get another Darumaka down here to, like, start to get somewhere. But like I said, if I keep my board like this, it should be okay. Keep our board big. We'll see what they do. I wouldn't mind getting Iono'd again, because, like, I'm not guaranteed Thwackey off Bug Catching Set. If I don't get a Thwackey down soon, we're eventually going to get run over here by potential Darmanitan spam. So I would prefer to still get a Thwackey. So if my opponent's going to play Sporter, I wouldn't mind it being an Iono. One thing I'll say about this matchup, though, we should win the Stadium War, because they have probably 2 Ents Castle. No, we're not getting Iono'd. Cypher Maniac. Probably going to just establish another Darumaka. But we can try to boss KO it. I mean, if we just take out their Darms, it's fine. But I also can just play aggressive in a Zoroark. I kind of want to stay on odd pricing now if I can. The more I think about it, the more I like it. We'll see. We could go... we can go Max Belt, KO Zoroark. With the... Because we actually can we can do 300 damage to this with a Max Belt. So we go Max Belt, knock out Zoroark. That's actually pretty good. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll go Max Belt, knock out Zoroark. And they have to promote something else in. And whatever they promote in also gets KO'd. So we can take off 3-prize turn. Yeah, that's crazy. Assuming Max Belt's in the deck. I don't remember if it's prized or not. Hopefully it's not prized. But this bug catching set has to get me a Thwackey, or we have to like top deck something here. So one of those two things like has to happen here in order for this to be salvageable. All right, come on. See what our top deck's gonna be. Or bug catching set, bail me out. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh god. Don't do this to me today. Okay, we need to get Thwackey off this. There we go. Double Thwackey. Pretty good. There we go. Like, if that failed and you get us a Thwackey, bro, this game could have been chalked. We definitely needed the Thwackey here. We can finally evolve our board up a little bit, which is really good. We can Boom Boom Groove for another Thwackey. Yeah, we're gonna, I think, well, I need to check if Max Belt's in there. I haven't really looked to see if the Maximum Belt's in the deck or not. You in there, buddy? All right. Probably just Iono Max Belt. Seems decent. Do that. Attach that there. Because whatever they promote, I knock out. They're probably going to give me Duskull. I assume that's what they're probably going to try to give me here is Duskull. Okay, let's see what the Iono can give me here, too, for next turn. It's pretty good. Okay. We'll keep the Dipplin, because they could still Darmanitan me here. Nice. Max Belt, pretty broken card in this matchup. You know, Zoroark's going to be popular on the ladder, or any deck playing Zoroark is going to be popular, not just the end Zoroark deck itself. Even as draw engine, it's pretty broken. 2 prizes here. They can still use some Dusknoir shenanigans, which is annoying. That's fine, though. We'll just knock out the Reshiram. And all we have to do now is knock out one more Zoroark to win. And again, as long as we have 3 apples in play, it's going to be tough. They could wipe out all my apples in one turn, which is a little scary, actually. They could technically... Okay, it's very possible for them to win this game still. They could go Dusknoir, knock this out, or Dusclops this, Darmanitan these 2. Oh, God. They can wipe out all my apples still in one turn. That's scary. We actually still might lose this game. Actually, yeah, I still legit might lose this. It's actually really bad. I need to, like, get lucky and dodge the board wipe. They could board wipe me. The fact that they play Dusknoir is so annoying. Without the Dusknoir, this matchup is so easy. Because, like, I just have 3 apples in play. Like, as long as I keep 3 on the board, it's really, really good for us. But because I have the ghosts in the deck, it just immediately makes this more difficult than it has to be. They can kill all my apples at once. Maybe I should just try to get 4 apples and play them, in all honesty. Instead of just triple Grookey. See if they can pull it off. They need an Energy and a Dusclops here. It's like pretty likely they have it. I'd be surprised if they don't. If they don't have it, we should have game in hand. Because their ace-spec is Prime Catcher. It's not unfair stamp, so we're no longer getting Iono'd. It's pretty bad if they have it like that. They're playing out their turn like maybe they don't. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Do they have Ents Castle, double PP up combo? Okay, do they have Ents Castle and Dusclops? Don't do it. Okay, they're gonna go into Darmanitan? Question mark. Do they have the Ents Castle? They do. Okay, do they have the Dusclops? No Clops, please. Don't do it. If they have it, we're cooked. It's actually so bad they have a Dusclops. They don't got it. Let's go. Okay. We don't win, though, which is the problem. But we are still in a good spot. Can I win this turn? Or do I... Actually, wait. I think I have game. Okay, I have Boston deck. I think I have game, actually. I'm trolling. Do I, though? So we're doing 120... No, I actually don't have... I need another basic, actually. I need to get a basic. Okay, hold on. Let me just check to see if anything's in the deck. We need Festival Grounds, Boss, Basic. Okay, yeah, we have game. We got there. Do that. Do that. Boom, boom, groove. We just need another basic here. Grab Goldeen. Pretty good card. Just make sure. 80. So we're doing 160. So we're doing 320. Okay, just making sure. Now let's take the boss. Okay, close. Had they had the Clops there, we would have lost the game because they would have just wiped my board. Pretty scary stuff, to be honest with you. But again, Zoroark being popular right now in the format and on the ladder, it's not terrible when we are playing a deck using grass-type Pokemon. All right, 6 stuff. Scary matchup, though. Without the Dusknoir, this matchup is fine. As long as you just put 3 apples in play at once, they can never take out all your guys at once. But because they have the Dusknoir, things got a bit more hairier than they needed to be. But they thankfully whiffed it. Yo, we hit Feraligatr. All right, this matchup should be pretty good. But there is... Okay, actually, I just realized... We might not want to... Well, we do have a lot of switching cards, actually. Well, let me check our switch card count real quick. 2 Kieran, 1 Surfer, 1 Switch. So what I'm worried about here is Big Bite trapping my Thwackies. That is actually a real concern. How many Dipplins? They're all in there. I'm going to get all my apples out. The other problem with this... Okay, it's not a great matchup because they can also knock out a lot of my Dipplins with Monkey Dory. Yeah, this matchup isn't perfect. It's not bad for sure, but they can use Monkey Dory to KO Applins. They can trap my Thwackies in the active spot with Counter Catcher. Like, honestly, this matchup might not even be that good. I might think about it. This might actually be a bad matchup. Just because of the annoying stuff they have access to. It's kind of a problem. They have Arven here, which can get them set up. If they itchy pollen me, we might not be able to get the KO unless we tumbling attack and flip heads. Curious to see what they're going to do. They already attached to Totodile, so I think they're committed to the Totodile. Hero's Cape. Ooh. It's kind of scary, actually. That's going on the Totodile anyways. I was like, if they don't put it on the Buddy, we might be okay. Well, actually, the Buddy would have died anyways, probably, depending on what happened. But, It's a little spooky. There's Buddy Poffin. Alright, they ain't benching a monkey anytime soon. That's good. That's like the scariest thing they have in this matchup is literally just trapping my Thwackies and using Monkey Dory. If they set up a really good board, I don't know if I can win this, to be honest with you. All right, what do we draw? Not very good. All right, Iono, we need to find Dipplin and Thwackey here. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, we did not get it. Okay, that sucks. Attach, bench that, tumbling attack and pray. Flip heads one time? No. That sucks. I mean, they can't kill me currently with Budu, so we'll see if they Budu me. If they Budu me, I can't do much. I don't want to play the Surfer. I kind of just don't... I can't really afford to play any of my switching cards. I have 4 switches in the deck in total. I don't want to just randomly burn Surfer for no reason. That sucks. Budu's broken, bro. We love Itchy Pollen. This bucket set could easily turn into a Dipplin and a Thwackey. SMH. Are they going to KO me? They can reverse thrust for the knockout, or they can Itchy Pollen. I don't really mind the Buddy being on the board. It's kind of really doing anything. They're itchy again. Okay. Can we draw anything here? Let's see. Dipplin one time. Boss. Not a Dipplin. Like, I'm not going to play the Surfer. There's no reason to. I can draw a card. Yo, whoop-de-doo. All right, we got the knockout. It's all good. I didn't want to play Surfer because I don't want to give my opponent... Yeah, I can't burn switches. I need them because they can always big bite trap my stuff. I have to watch out for that. There's an Iono. That's a good... Okay, that's good. If we don't get Iono here, we have Bug Catching Set plus Iono for next turn, which is pretty good. So I'll take it. I wish this deck maybe played a Rillaboom. That's another card we can probably play in here. See, the issue with this deck, it's so tight on space. Like, playing the Lilligant, play the Rabska, play the Seaking, play the Rillaboom. There's just too many things you could play in here, theoretically. You just can't fit everything. It's a tight on space deck. Making the deck consistent, but also functioning is tight. It's tight, man. This is a tight deck. Like, I already know somebody commented, like, where's the Rillaboom? Where's the Lilligant? Where's the Rabska? It's like, bro, I can't fit everything. Chill. This deck's tight on space. All right. See, they go into probably the Mimikyu. If I get, oh, no, they go into Croconaw. If we draw well enough, we can actually boss kill the Croconaw here, which I'm down to do. We can remove the Hero's Cape off the board. Should be kind of sick. All right, what's our top deck? No, let's go, baby. All right. That's good. It's Poffin. Do I ever need Seaking? Would Seaking be better than Dipplin? Dipplin does more damage. Sure. I might as well grab it. There's no reason not to. I don't want to overbench Thwackies. Okay. If we can get a Thwackey off this, that'd be nice. No. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. We can just kill the Croconaw here. Just commit to the knockout. We get rid of their Hero's Cape. Actually, killing the Croconaw before it turns into a Feraligatr with, what, 280 HP is actually pretty good. If that was a Luxurious Cape, would have been nice. But I like killing the Croconaw there. Just taking out their Hero's Cape immediately seems pretty good. Just easier. I can't kill a Feraligatr with a Hero's Cape on it, right? If it has full HP. I don't think so. I have Defiance Band. That's about it. I'm not really even behind in the prize trade right now. It's not even going to work. That was a decent boss. I think taking out the Hero's Cape Croconaw was correct. It's pretty good. They haven't really been doing much either. They didn't play a supporter last. Like, no, they haven't played a supporter in last turn, so they might have a dead hand. We're both kind of playing bricky decks, to be honest with you. We haven't found a Thwackey yet, but let's see what they got. They have a Nest Ball. That could finally get a Monkey Dory. There he is. My boy pulled up. That's what I'm scared of, is if they get, like, 2 monkeys in play, they can, like, knock out Applin. They can take 2 prizes a turn if they want, depending on how we sequence our board. That's why I kind of like benching Goldeen here. Crispin. Yo, they might mind bend me. No, they can't. They'd have to retreat the Croconaut. It's not going to happen. Did they have the Gator? This is probably best case scenario in this matchup, is kind of getting this early prize lead and being able to stabilize before my opponent sets up. We just haven't seen a Thwackey yet. Would be nice to find a Thwackey here off this top deck or something. We're going to find the Thwackster. Arven gets this bug catching set. Gives me a chance to find him. Rescue Board's not really doing much in this matchup. Thwackey? There we go. We have Surfer. I'm not really concerned about our Thwackey getting trapped in the active spot. That's like the worst thing they can do. And honestly, I don't even know, man. I might not even evolve that Grookey. I'm just going to grab another Dipplin for now and just get my board established before they start spamming Monkey Dory. I'm just going to kill this Mimikyu. We're taking 2 prizes a turn almost. They can promote Monkey Dory, though, but that's fine. What's our prize? Bug catching sets? Pretty good. They're either going to give me a prize. Yeah, I was like, they have to give me Monkey here. They get a free Adrenabrain, so they can kill the Dipplin here, but that's fine, because now it's like I'm putting more pressure on the Monkey Dory. Just gives them 1 less Pokemon to promote. It's fine with me. I mean, I could have chose to not attack it, but I mean, it's fine. I think attacking it was fine. I don't see a reason not to. Not to mention now they have like hard retreated. Oh, they also got Rabsca. Not that it's doing anything in this matchup. Yeah, they like retreat the monkey anyways. That's like pretty good. Yeah, this is fine. They can retreat. They knock me out with Croconaut. We have Super Rod. We got the Thwackey on board. I'm just going to, like, be very cautious with how I play this board state. Because, like, I don't want to randomly get, like, Big Bite trapped. They can, like, randomly Big Bite trap my Thwackey. Thwackey cannot one-shot Totodile, especially if they get multiple Monkey Dories in play. And on top of that, they can infinitely Feraligatr Monkey Dory my board. So that's, like, really scary. That's why I'm, like, a little cautious about how I want to play this board out. But they have not found a Feraligatr. Their deck is not drawing into what they want. You know why? It's because they got a Rabskin there, bro. The Rabsca's causing their deck to be bricky. That's why I didn't put a Rabskin here, bro. Alright, let's go Dipplin. So we're going to get another 2 prizes here. We're going to go down to 1 prize remaining, which is actually pretty poggers. Not going to lie. Alright, Super Rod. Give these 3 back. Bug catching set. Grab these 2. I guess I got a Nest Ball them. Yeah, I probably should have just done that instead. Let's do this. Grab a Grass Energy. I was hoping that Bug catching set was going to be better. I probably should have Nest Ball for Applin. It's fine. Should be okay. We'll just knock out the active. I maybe could evolve the Grookey into a Thwackey, but, like, yeah, I probably should, actually. I probably should have gone to the Thwackey. I'm just, like, trying to be cautious of how I build up my board. I don't want to, like, have too many things in play that can get stuck in the active super easily by Big Bite. I may be playing a little too cautiously around Big Bite. I probably should have gone to the Thwackey there, to be honest. Because now we're at 1 prize, so, like, I just need a switching card to win effectively. But they can go, like, okay. If they draw into an Iono here, they could go Iono, Big Bite, trap the Thwackey, and I actually could be in trouble. That actually could be pretty bad. If they can pull that play off, we could be in trouble. There's the Gator. They finally got to the Feraligatr. If they have an Iono, we might be in trouble. I should have played this turn out better, to be honest with you. I wish that Bug catching set got me another Dipplin, though. I maybe should have just Night Stretchered instead of Rotted. Okay, but their hand's dead anyways. Alright, they got nothing. Alright, sick. Didn't even matter. We should have game here. No matter what they do, I can knock whatever out they promote. And I think it's just GG's anyways. There's nothing they can do. Anything that they promote dies to Dipplin with a full bench. So I think it's GG's. Yeah, it should be GG's here, confirmed. Yeah, this matchup is a little scary, I'm not going to lie. If they can set up a really good board, it's bad. And they have Big Bite. Honestly, like, if their board gets established, one thing with this deck is our deck kind of runs them over pretty quickly. We put on a lot of pressure early on in the game by hitting them with hard doodle waves and stuff, right? So taking, like, multi-prize turns. if they ever set up, like, a good board, I don't know if we can win this game. Because, like, especially if they trap my Thwackies. If they go, like, Iono trap Thwackey and I don't find a switch, it just loses us the game. I'm just going to play Surfer, by the way, which is why I'm Morty Goldeen. We just have game in hand. I'm just going to do this real quick. And then bench that. Boom, boom, groove. Let's grab that, and that's GG's. The grounds is still in play. They never found Artisan either, which is pretty good. You just play the Surfer. I like how in the Heroes Cape Crocodile when we had the opportunity to also. That was pretty good. Because 280 HP Feraligatr is like impossible for us to KO in one hit, which is like pretty bad. Especially when they were able to potentially establish multiple Monkey Dories. I think the best way to beat this matchup, just aggressively attack, which is what we were able to do. We got there, and they weren't really able to find many playable cards. But again, if they set up a good board, dude, this matchup is terrifying. Especially because Thwackey is such a liability to be in play. Though we do have a lot of switching cards. It's still scary. All right, we got the Applin start here. What are we up against? Playing Festival Lead here. Let's see what this is. Could be Terapagos, which would probably not be a good matchup. Well, we'll see. Okay, it's Eevee box. They do have Sylveon, which is a little scary, actually. Hopefully it goes well. Our start is fine. Probably looking at an Arven here for Buddy Poffin. Save the bug catching set for next turn to try to get more set up. The thing that's going to be problematic in this matchup is really just Sylveon. We probably need to get 3 Applins down if we can. Because, like, Angelite does mess up our board quite a bit, I want to say. So, it's probably going to do that. Did they have the Flareon? Immediately having the Flareon is crazy, bro. And they had another Poffin. They had it all. Crazy hand. I mean, yeah, broken start. Don't know what to say. And Iono would be okay then. Can Iono away their hand? They just set up perfectly turn 1. That's broken. What's our top deck? Another bucketching set? Grab these 2, I guess. And then here we go, Buddy Poffin. I think I want these 2. And then we'll attach bench you, attach TM Evo. And then let's just get out these. Honestly, I maybe could have played one of the bug catching sets. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to play bug catching set. All right, let's just do this. I might have to Surfer next turn to draw more cards. Yeah, maybe I should have probably played the bug catching set, to be honest. Because they're probably going to go Crispin here, not Iono. Yeah, maybe I should have just played a bug catching set. I wanted to wait to play, but I probably should have. Because they're just going to go Crispin with this Noctowl, get... yeah, they're going to Crispin. Probably get Sylveon down, too, which is scary. But like I said, we need to build up our board. So yeah, there's no reason not to just play bug catching set there, I don't think. Our board probably needs to be 3 Applin, 3 Thwackies. Just to play around Angelite the best we can, right? So that's probably what we want. We have to watch out for Briar, too, actually. In this matchup, they have Briar, which is problematic. Yeah, Crispin Terraborb. Figured that's what they were going to get. Yeah, I should have played the bug catching set, for sure. Just to get more stuff established. No reason not to. Would have been a good idea. Because, yeah, they get Sylveon established. We need to be able to respond to it. So, we'll see. I'm assuming they're going to get Sylveon with the Terra Orb. They could try to just Flareon me the entire game. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're definitely going to get Sylveon out if they can. And then try to use Angelite. They can even remove my Thwackies, which would suck. Don't know their A-Spec, though. Yeah, there's Sylveon. We need to kill that thing, too, if I can. Kill that in one hit. It's possible. We get the full board Max Belt Counter Catcher. It's possible to kill that thing. Don't think we're going to do it anytime soon, though, at the moment. So, that sucks. They just had it like that, man. Broken start. Jeez. So, yeah, we need to kill that Sylveon. That's the plan. Deal with the Sylveon immediately, if possible. They didn't get a Water Energy. That's interesting. Say Crispin for the Water. It's probably in their hand. Okay, am I doing Surfer here? Or nah? So I can always Iono, which might be a better play, actually. I might just Iono. Let's see what our top deck is. Okay, nice. Good top deck. I'll take it. Play this. Pretty good cards. I want both of those are pretty good. Definitely wanted them. Play this. Okay, pretty good. Those are all good cards. I'll take them. Not really a reason to play Defiance Band here, obviously. You can't kill this thing. So I'm just going to go I can't kill the Sylveon. I think I'm just going to get the Festival Grounds for sure. Yeah, I think the Iono's just probably the play here, to be honest. I don't know. We could, like... Nah, gusting this doesn't do anything. I think we just hit in the active and just Iono. Am I ever playing Defiance Band here? I don't think so. I think I need to save it. I'll Iono and hope for the best. We need to get another Applin down, ideally. Okay, cool. Or getting Horse Seaking down would be good, too. We could use that in this matchup, actually. I forgot about that. Seaking actually hits for weakness. Ooh, yo, I should probably try to get Seaking out. I kind of forgot about that. Kind of broken. All right. Do the wave. For now, we'll get the Applin, because we don't need the Seaking now, because we're already attacking the active with the Dipplin here. Doesn't really matter now. They have no other Eevee on the board, so we're not going to see a Flareon anytime soon. But yeah, I got to remember, we can actually use Seaking in this matchup to hit for weakness. I completely forgot about Flareon being weak to water. There's Area 0. Nest Ball is probably going to get another Eevee. I'm assuming Eevee EX. The question is, do they have a Noctowl? No, they get Tropicos. All right, do they have a Noctowl here? Let's see. If their hand sucks, we could actually do quite a bit with this hand. This hand is actually pretty good, to be honest with you. Assuming we get Dipplin, I guess, off this bug catching set. Or app, yeah, we can get Dipplin. Latias. Okay, they fill up their board. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's fine. So we can bump the stadium here again, which is good. Get some value out of our Festival Grounds. Pretty sweet. They probably get rid of Fan Rotom and Noctowl and then probably like Terapagos, but you never know. How much energy is in their deck? Because they only put 2 on the Sylveon, which is like a little sus. I mean, I guess they didn't need to, obviously, they don't want to put a fire energy on this thing. There's no point. Never mind, they're putting a fire energy. Oh, they have to commit to 1 Sylveon, though. Oh, they thought they could spread the energy out. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. We need a Dipplin. Dipplin would be really good here. That's pretty good, too. That's a really good card, actually. Okay, so... Bucketching set. Nice. Let's get it. We even got the grass in there. Oh, my God. Yo, optimal bug catching sets. What the heck is going on? All right, watch this. Do this. Do this. Play this first. So I don't want the Flareon to get discarded. Not that they would discard it, but just in case. I want them to keep the Flare. I want to keep the damage on the board, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Nice. Start with a Thwack. Grab. Where's it at? Max Belt. There it is. We're going to counter catcher kill Sylveon here. Knock this thing out so they can't mess my board up. Then now their board just kind of sucks. Because they have a heavily damaged Flareon in play. It's pretty good. We can Thwackey. Where's Poffin at? Grab Poffin so I can get a Goldeen. Now we have another Festival Leader in play. We have another Thwackey. So the problem... Okay. I don't know what's in their hand. They're either going to go Tarapaga. I think I just get this anyways. We get the Dipplin for next turn. Because I'm probably just going to end up going attack with Thwackey again. Get that down. Or attack with Dipplin. Could Iono. They didn't do much with their hand last turn, so I don't really need to. I'll just Arven. I'll take, like, Rescue Board. Night Stretcher. That's not the activate. I'm not going to play the Rescue Board just yet. I'm going to save it. So I don't know if I even want to board the Goldeen, because like I said, we can use Seaking with Defiance Band or something. Just want to deal with the Sylveon immediately. Yeah, because my opponent either attacks with the Flareon next turn, but then I can knock it out and they have to promote something else. Or they attack with the Terapagos when they're not Ionoing me, which is good. Okay, we got Jacq and Festival Grounds. So Festival Grounds is good. It means we can win the stadium more probably, because they most likely just play 3 Area 0. Again, I don't know their A-Spec, though. Their A-Spec could be Unfair Stamp, which we have to watch out for. There's Noctowl, so they did go Flareon, so they're not going Terapagos here, it looks like. Let's see what they grab with this Knock. I'm assuming we're going to see our hand. Oh, no, never mind. They're not playing Unfair Stamp, so the A-Spec is Crystal. So they're not playing the Atlanta list. I think they're playing the Zach Lesage list, I'm assuming, from Monterey. No other evolution. That's good. So they're just committed to the Terapagos and the Flareon now, unless they have another Area 0 to work with. Nope, just a Burning Charge. All right, bet. We can... I mean... yeah, I'm feeling like Seaking in the active is probably the play. We still have to be mindful of Briar, but I think we're on course to winning the game. Just taking out that Sylveon felt pretty good. I'm going to go Goldeen here, and we're going to figure out what the game plan is from here. Morty's Conviction. Okay, so let's see here for a sec. Am I jockeying? I don't think so. I'm kind of down to just, like, I could Iono them here, to be honest with you. Iono works basically the same. We do have the other... I mean, the hand is kind of stacked, though. I kind of like Ionoing my opponent. Put him to 3 cards. Give him 1 less card to work with. Actually, I don't hate that. I'm thinking here. Hold on. Okay, well, Night Stretcher. For an energy. Just want to guarantee that I'm attacking them. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Iono. I'm down to Iono them. Just shrink their hand a little bit. Make it smaller. They grab another Hoot, not another Eevee, which is strange. I don't know. They could have just have a bad hand. You never know. Bucket set. Grab these 2. I guess I didn't need a Night Stretcher for energy then. Well, Boom Boom Groove for gold for Seaking. Do this. Just keep Boom Boom Grooving. Boom Boom Grooving. Take Boss. That can kind of guarantee me game next turn. Boom Boom again. Grab, like... It might be best... I mean, okay, if they can go, like, Iono attach energy, they have another Noctowl. So maybe we just take, like, a dead card. I don't really care about, like, Counter Catcher. Bench that. And I'll just Rapid Draw here. Now they're forced to bring something else in, which means we get a free hit on them. It's pretty good. We get to do a free 60 damage. All right. What's our prizes looking like here? Defiance Band, Grass Energy. Yeah, I wish I didn't Night Stretcher for that energy now. And we can hit this for 60, which is pretty good. You can draw 2 more cards. They need an Iono here, ideally, right? They need like an Iono. They could get Counter Catcher. They can Counter Catcher my Dipplin, which would make it harder for us to win the game, obviously. Like Iono Counter Catcher energy here would be pretty broken. They could have Pheasantipity in their hand to do that. There's the energy. So they have a Noctowl they can guarantee, but do they have the Owl? This is why I Iono them to just shrink their hand. They do have Boss. They're going to go after a Thwackey, but they're not going to hand disrupt me now. They're just going to kill the Thwackey, actually. And that is... Pretty sure that's GG's, right? Yeah, we just promote Dipplin. We can Seaking them, too, for game. You just go Kieran Seaking. That works. Okay, cool. That's game. Yeah, dealing with the Sylveon immediately was pretty good. So we just go Kieran... And we just Rapid Draw twice for game for 180. All right, cool stuff. GG's. Broken deck. Broken Rapid Draw. Could have got scary if they had like a Briar for a game or something. That's like the one thing, I guess, with this matchup is Briar and Sylveon. All right, there you go, folks. That is Festival Lead in action in today's video. Definitely still a pretty fun deck to play within this format. I mean, honestly, just avoid playing against Dragapult, and it's pretty good. It can beat a lot of things. That's really not just Dragapult. And if you want, you can play the Rabsca. But if you play the Rabsca, you probably have to cut the Seaking out of the deck. We actually ended up using Seaking in this video a few times. Like, it came up against Flareon there and stuff, so I probably want to keep the Seaking, but if you play the Rabsca, you probably have to cut the Seaking. It's a tight on space deck. I also like playing the heavy switching outs for the Thwackey. It's nice to have. You could play the Rillaboom in here. If you play Rillaboom, then you don't lose to Cornerstone Ogerpon, though you do have ways you can attack it. You can theoretically attack it with Grookey or with Applin, and you do have Max Belt, Defiance Band, Kieran. There actually are ways you can deal with the Cornerstone fairly easily, but if you want to play the Rillaboom, you can. It just makes it very possible to just beat up on Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, so maybe if you had the Rillaboom in the deck, and this deck seems decent, just, I don't know, you can't really beat Dragapult. I don't know if a 1-1 Rabsca is helping enough to beat Dragapult, but that'll be for me on today's video on the Festival Lead deck. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 77,000 subs here, or 80,000 subscribers here on the channel. Check out the sponsors down below. Use code LDF. You know the drill. Check out my second channel. I just did a video looking at the best anti-meta decks you can play right now in the standard format. So definitely check out the second channel down below. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.